Welcome to Take 3. I'm Alex Melki, and this is the show that gathers the craziest, most interesting stories from around the internet this week that you're gonna want to share in your group chat. And I'm not alone. This week I am in very good company. Andrew Fung is an actor and comedian out of Canada who you probably already know as Kim Chi from Kim's Convenience. He's now created and starring in his new show, Run the Burbs. And Michelle Furtado is back. The Montreal-based comedian's hilarious take on English and French culture in Quebec has earned her a sizable and growing audience on TikTok and Instagram. An absolute bombshell of a story this week after Rihanna and A$AP Rocky announced that they are having a baby. But the news isn't about them, it's about Drake being spotted at a Raptors game looking absolutely devastated after hearing this news. Let's pull that up right now because I think you need to see the video to really comprehend just how rough. I've been there. Not great. Twitter having a field day with it. This is maybe my favorite picture of the year so far. And if you're unaware, if you're unfamiliar, this is Drake's newest album, Transformed, Rihannaized, if you will. And it's a little rough for Drake and Drake fans out there. So I gotta ask you, Michelle, do we feel bad for Drake in all this?
100%. 100%. Like, who's not in love with Rihanna, first of all? I am. Don't tell my boyfriend. I am. Sure. No, 100%. Like, he definitely saw that. I saw memes like he saw the baby registry or he got an invite to the baby shower and he's looking down. I understand his pain. Like, they're the power couple of the year. You know, she looks great. They're in love. Why not? Also, he's just such a meme. He's my favorite meme template. Like, just a local product, you know, always delivers the goods.
And speaking of memes, I feel like anytime that Drake is sad in public, everyone says it's sad boy season. Does that mean Take Care too, Andrew?
Oh, well, look, I love Take Care, so I would love Take Care too. I think music coming from a place of vulnerability is probably the best thing. And for real talk here, that moment is probably the most relatable Drake has been in a very long time because these are people who live lifestyles that we will not ever live. And the idea that he's hurt over a past lover is really relatable because we've all been there, right? I will say this. I'm actually most thrown off by that video clip because he's wearing this thick coat indoors, but there's nothing but chairs around him. Because if I got to a game or a movie theater and there's an empty seat beside me, putting my jacket on the seat. I have made it. Drake is so rich. He has nothing but seats around him and he doesn't even use it. Like, damn.
Yeah.
That's rich.
But at the end of the day, I think that it's Drake, you know, and I think he's going to bounce back. And I think he knows how to cope with a situation like this more than anybody else because he's been sad so many times.
If there's any advice we can give Drake in this time is that, yo, man, it gets better. Like, it's okay. You're going to put away your phone. You're going to watch the Raptors and be the only person in the audience. And you're going to get into your private jet and fly home. And like, hey, man, like it sucks, but it'll get better, man. It will get better.
It's so weird to just have everyone, the whole world watching like your every move and knowing your like past dating history. Like, I would die if people knew my dating history and talked about it amongst each other, you know, like that's so private. I don't know. And also, like, not to get too deep and too dark about her past, but like, girl, A$AP Rocky's a beautiful man. And I am so happy for them. And celebrity crush all the way.
When you distill it, these are just people living their lives. And yeah, I'm very happy for someone when they're bringing another child into the world, they find love. Yeah. You're talking about celebrity couples. When I found out that Joe Coy and Chelsea Handler were together as a couple, I was like, oh, and they posted cute videos and they're playing games and cooking with each other. I'm like, I think in a time where, you know, the world's a tough place, I think when we could find and we could see people in love, I'm down with that.
About 4 months ago, a guy by the name of Steve Williams created the Pillow Fighting Championship. The idea here was to gather boxers and MMA fighters. He even got a guy who once fought Conor McGregor into a ring together to create a family-friendly fighting experience for a chance to win the title and a $5,000 cash prize. Now, this past weekend, they had their first televised championship on pay-per-view, which is insane. 16 men and 8 women got into a ring, separate sexes of course, fighting each other for a chance at the title and a $5,000 cash prize. Andrew, I gotta ask you, is $5,000 really enough for this?
Oh, wow, $5,000 is half of what a UFC fighter makes on the undercard. Like, that's pretty good. That's a lot of money. I love this idea. Like, I love this. Come on. I love sports. I love competition. When COVID hit, they released The Floor is Lava. And I was like, yo, this is incredible. They took a childhood game. I want more of this. We got competitive pillow fighting. We got The Floor is Lava. Give me competitive hide and go seek.
How do you practice for this other than like with a very aggressive slumber party, Michelle?
Yeah, for sure. Slumber party. Since the age of 9, I've been training for this. No, actually though, I really respect it as a sport because I almost got concussed at a slumber party pillow fighting. So
stop.
No, yeah, definitely. Like I respect it. It's a real thing.
Where did you grow up in the like? You're from Montreal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you like from the mean streets, like the Montreal mean streets? Like it's not like
North?
it's like there's it's like door handles and or in pillow sheets.
Not even. It was just very aggressive. I'm also very weak. So just one swing, I'm out. You know what I mean? Like, at first when I saw this like pillow fighting sport, I was like, oh, that's so cute. Like slumber parties. And I saw like how jacked the people are. And I'm like, you know what? I respect it.
Talking about crazy sports, this kind of set me down a rabbit hole at 2:00 in the morning, as it does. And I tried to find like some crazier sports that exist because there's got to be. Turns out there are. And I'm just going to show you right now. This might be my favorite. I probably like this better than the pillow fighting championship. This is extreme ironing. Extreme ironing is, again, fully real. This is a thing that people do, all right, on paddle boards, all right, on windsurfing, on an actual surfboard. But it just gets crazier. This guy's like 1,000 feet in the air, underwater.
No.
On a horse? And so what makes like the thing that's like boggling my mind is the fact that like you need so many people to have done this before it gets to this point. 128 hours? I don't know.
That actually looks like James Franco. I thought for a second it was like uncut from
like what? Where do you go from here? The moon, space is the only thing. Like, is that what SpaceX is all about?
Alex, I applaud these competitors because anytime you take a sport, you take the extreme. I applaud you, but let's be real honest here. This is nothing compared to your mom doing it with 4 kids, trying to figure out what they're going to wear. They're almost late for school. She's making lunches. She's got to get the kids in the van. She's got to do pickup later. So props and respect to all the stay-at-home parents doing this. Not for sport, for life. They're doing it for fun. We got people out there living life doing this.
Imagine doing this after working a 12-hour job. You have 5 gremlins biting at your ankles. Get out of here. No, you're right. That's the real extreme sport, motherhood.
That's the real MVPs. That's what I want. I don't want to see pictures of these people until I see a 5'4" Vietnamese mother, grizzled mom just doing it, ironing with one hand, beating a kid with another hand. That's my mom.
A funeral home in Russia is having a hard time selling coffins, which is kind of weird to me because you'd think that people would be dying to get into them. So what they end up doing is filming an ad using half-naked underwear models in, on, and around the coffins to try and, I don't know, sex them up because sex sells, I guess? Because sex sells. We know that, right? We know that sex sells. But does sex sell coffins, Michelle?
Like, does sex sell for real? I don't know. Like, if I want to buy ketchup and I go and there's a ketchup company that's like with a naked girl licking the bottle versus one with like fresh tomatoes, I'll go with the fresh tomato one. You know what I mean? Like, does sex really sell that bad that you have to?
Michelle, I feel the tomato in itself is sex because it's choosing the sexiest tomato, is it not? It's not choosing an ugly tomato. It's choosing the perfect tomato. Yeah. Michelle, have we discovered the thing that turns you on? And it's really sexy fruit and vegetables, and you get to a grocery store, you're like, damn! You see those? You see those apricots right there? That's your thing.
Yeah, new kink unlocked. Yeah, you discovered me.
There's the worst things out there.
If the market has stalled, they got to find ways to change up the game. It worked for other places. This probably didn't cost a lot to do. It's, a few $1,000s to bring in some models, do a nice photo shoot. I think for someone, it might be really cool. Like, you never know what hits people, right? And you don't know until you try. And maybe someone's looking at the book and is like, yo, I want to go out into the sunset and I want my ride to roll like this. So maybe that's the way. It might not, but I'm not hating. People are just trying to sell their stuff. And for them, it's Coffins.
It's what Yaya would have wanted, I think.
It's what,
she would have wanted to be buried in a brothel.
That's right.
I think there's a lot of money to be made in the absurd business industry.
Oh my God.
They're gonna be like, yo, is that Michelle One Furtado, the originator of the fruit kink trend?
No.
I was about to ask you where in the world, if anywhere, you would want to be buried, Michelle, but I think we figured that out under a patch of tomatoes.
100%. It turns me on. The idea is sexy to me. Just kidding. Please don't make this my brand. Don't make this tomato kink girl my brand. I beg you. Please.
I think that Instagram handle is still available.
I'll be talking to my boyfriend after this. Anyways. Next subject.
You have to go to IGA immediately. No, I don't care. Onions, fuck your onions.
Where were you last night? Where were you? I found the receipts. I found the receipts.
Guys, thank you so much for joining the show today. I appreciate it. Michelle, Andrew, you guys have been amazing. Michelle, starting with you, just talking about what you have going on right now. What should people get excited about?
Get excited. I have new videos coming every week on my Instagram, on TikTok, Michelle One Furtado, because Michelle Furtado was taken. So please let me have my full name. But anyways, yes. So always new videos coming out, new skits. So look forward to that. Yes.
And Andrew.
My name is Andrew Fung. I'm the star of a new CBC series called Run the Burbs, airing on CBC and streaming for free on CBC Gem. And you could also check me out as one of the cast members on LOL Canada, dropping on Amazon Prime Video. I'll be competing against 9 of the best comedians in this country. The last one to not laugh wins $100,000 for their charity. You're going to see Tom Green, Colin Mockery, Caroline Ray, K. Trevor Wilson, Mae Martin. It's an embarrassment of riches of comedic talent in this country. So check that out.
We're going to drop all their information below, and you can follow them. You can check them out. And I will see you guys in the future. I love you.
Peace.
Peace.
And that is it for this episode of Take 3. Thank you for making it to the very end. And listen, if you enjoyed this video, please ring that bell, subscribe to our channel. And you can check out more of our content on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. See you next time.